Day 8. We got a down day today. We're headed to Nashville. A little 2.5 hour drive to get there. See a niece of ours. Have a little fun in Nashville today. A little bit of a drive though.
We have a couple down days here.
We actually have 5 days off now before the next shoot. So we got a few days to mess around. We're traveling on day 10 is the next travel day. Crazy busy here. I've never been here before, and the bands in every different bar that you walk by. So many bands playing. It's crazy. Crazy. It's not even nighttime yet. It's crazy. Taking a break, having some drinks on a rooftop bar, looking down on Broadway. Beautiful day, getting a little warm though. Cheers. Quick little stop into the Gibson guitar store. Ready for our 2-hour drive back to Louisville. Got the mango dragon fruit. Starbucks. Love this. Day 9, back in the car. Headed to Lexington. Another down day. Seeing the sights. And catching up with my roommate from Brooks. So a little day of seeing him and going to some more bourbon distilleries. Getting our drinks here at Woodford. Beautiful grounds of Woodford Reserve. There was just an ad, and I'm like, oh, let's try this. We're having another airport, or back at the airport I should say, off to Bethesda, Maryland. Not that early though. Question now is, are our bags too heavy with the bourbon we picked up? Maybe we'll get lucky and find a scale. Some of them have scales. We made it through baggage with a half a pound to spare in each bag. Still underweight, which is amazing. Now we can relax a little bit at the airport before we board. I got it. Get it. What's your bag? Get out of there. I got it. Get out of there.
I'm gonna pull my weight up here.
Got all the bags. Now the bummer thing about this airport is we got to get on a bus to get to the rental car, which is just a pain in the ass with all these bags. I much prefer the ones where you get on a train and be able to get to your rental car. Of course, hurts I'm not on the wall. Never fails. Todd? Great, thanks.
Thank you. Woohoo!
What's that?
They're up.
The black pepper.
No problem. Yeah. Thank you. Start. Look at that. They have a budget, 2 buses.
Day 11. We're going to see some monuments today here in DC. Had our Starbucks breakfast. It's a little bit rainy out. Oh, who was that? Oh, 2 more days off. That's nice. Quick stop at the Washington Cathedral. The place is amazing. This place really has a Europe feel to it, this Washington National Cathedral. It's huge, 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 huge. I think we got the president coming. There he goes. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Holy cow, we got the president. Ooh. Whoa. The weather has turned on us a bit. We got our rain gear on now.
Came prepared.
We came prepared. Day 12 in Annapolis, out exploring, about an hour drive from Bethesda where I'm shooting tomorrow, so last down day to go have some fun and explore before I go back to shooting. We'd really like to go out on a sailboat if we could find one.
Chesapeake Bay.
We were just driving the wrong way. Now we're headed back the other way. Day 13, it's 4:33 in the morning, off to do the last day of shooting. Just this morning, doing a little Nike architectural stuff here in Bethesda. So yeah, it's early, gotta get packed up, go to work. Done shooting for the day, checking out more of the city now. Got the Capitol right up there, right over there, right up there. And we're just last full day here in the city, checking things out. Visiting Arlington Cemetery now. All the grave sites over here. Just, it's truly amazing how many there are here. It just goes on and on forever. Day 14, travel day, back home, done with this trip. Now packing to get everything back in the way it all got here is an issue because everything has to weigh under 50 pounds or at 50 pounds, and we are right at 50 with every bag. So it's a tricky packing situation. Computers over here, everything, got to pack it all up, get back on a plane. All right, back in the studio, and got back and had a project to start on right away, which is great. And but it does make it kind of a pain when you get home and you got 14 days worth of receipts to go through for billing, and you don't want to miss anything when you're doing your billing, so keep all your receipts. That's super important. And when you're out on the road now and you're doing back east, especially with all the toll roads, you don't get those bills until like 2 weeks later, so you want to make sure you add those in. They're not huge amounts, but you want to make sure you've got yourself covered for those little things. They all add up on a job, and you know, it's kind of a pain to do the invoicing. And I was working for, it was 2 different clients, Nike and the other client I was shooting for. So yeah, you got to make sure you get the right receipts to the right jobs. It could be a bit confusing sometimes, but out on the road now, there's a couple things that have changed. I guess it's not a couple things, but one thing really that I really noticed is that all the hotels now, if you're going to be there more than 2 days or whatever, they only clean your room on the 4th day, which when you're spending $400 a night in Chicago, I feel like I should get my room cleaned once a day, with new towels or whatever, instead of having to go down and ask for that. But it's not a huge deal, but I did notice that's a change out there. And another thing is, you want to make sure that you really only check 2 bags per person. We traveled with a total of 4 bags, which is a lot when you're checking and to get it through the airport and stuff. But if that 3rd bag goes to a person, it's going to cost you $100. So you go $30 for the first one roughly and $40 for the second, and you do that for each person. But if you get to that 3rd bag, it's $100, and you want to try to avoid that. And just rent gear where you're at if you can, if you've got the time. But anyway, it's great to be back. I love traveling. I love being out on the road. I love exploring. I definitely recommend getting out there and exploring and seeing different things that you haven't seen, and going to the bourbon distilleries was great. Seeing my roommate from Brooks and his wife was fantastic. And just doing all the things that, you know, I'm so lucky that I can bring my wife with me, and you just eat the ticket cost for that. And it's more than worth it to have somebody out there on the road with you, just to have fun with. I mean, you gotta, you know, while you're traveling, it's a lot of work. So it's great to have somebody to just goof around with. And I had plenty of time to goof around on this last job, just because it wasn't worth flying all the way back here and flying back east again for me, West Coast to East Coast. So we just stayed and just had a blast. So it was really good. I'm not the best vlogger. I think I can get better at that, doing the daily thing. And everything I pretty much shot on my GoPro Hero 10 with the what is it, the mod thing on there and the microphone, and it works great, I think, for when because I don't want to carry my cameras around, especially when I'm there working and I have to carry it all day and work with it all day. It's the last thing I want to do when I'm out driving around having fun. So the GoPro worked really good for this thing. And I appreciate you watching. And it's kind of late finishing up this shoot, so till next time, I'm out.